the question I run into, especially with Neuralink, is what if the hardware at that point is too advanced for our brain's hardware, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
Sure.
for example, I mean, you run into bottleneck issues if you're running like a really good GPU with a really crappy CPU.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
what if like the Neuralink is the GPU and it's that connection to the internet, but my brain's the CPU?
No, I mean that's a good point. I didn't even consider that.
I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of issues with this, and I'm just so I don't know. It's cool to think about, and it's awesome to fantasize where it could
Mhm.
go. It's just I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like self-driving cars. It's like for me, even now, like even that there are some that exist, right? I wouldn't use one for quite a long time because even being like an advocate of advancing technology, it's like, well, I know there's still plenty of issues that could happen with this. I don't really want to put my faith into it just yet on such a big
Right.
scale like that. And it's the same with this. It's like I am still getting a chip in my brain. If I'm not fully confident that it's going to be, you know, at least safe for me to use, then
Yeah, I mean, do you think that this is the only way forward? I mean, there's AI that's coming
mhm.
up, and it's basically gonna make humans obsolete with their functioning and what they can do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd say it's the only way forward, but I think it's kind of a necessary step to explore it. I
Really?
feel like it, yeah, I mean, not necessarily that like everyone has to do it, right? But I think we have to kind of poke around and see what does work, what does advance us as a civilization. Because I mean, that's really at the core, that's kind of what's going on, right? It's like, okay, people were bored. Like, let's be honest, like, how can we make things more efficient? Or how can we make problems that humans have, less of issues or less complicating of issues.
Right.
And so we're kind of just at, I feel like an exploratory phase where people are trying to discover like what is the next step forward.
Right.
So not necessarily this is the solution, but I think that we do need to kind of be testing things. So AI or Neuralink or whatever. I think it's something that was bound to happen eventually.
Uh, Wes is in the chat. What's up, Wes? It's been a minute since I've seen you. How's all the music going, bud? Been a while. He says China in response to Cade's message about Russia gonna jack our brains. AI hates us for our freedom. Siri listening in on this conversation right now. Yeah. Siri and Google and Amazon, Alexa, whatever. They're all listening in. So anybody that's talking crap about AI in the future, it knows who to target. But for real though, have you heard of the
Mhm.
Great Filter?
Yes. Yep.
I mean, the fact that for anybody that doesn't know about the Great Filter, it's basically the argument why we haven't seen alien life or anything like that. And it's basically stating that, at some point in time, the universe will just wipe out the current existence of a species if they get too intelligent enough. I mean, am I saying that right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I think there are like different stages of the Great Filter, and people are
Yep.
suggesting we're kind of getting close to the filter that the universe has put on.
Hmm.
So, I, you know, I don't know. Like, we're getting close to sending people to Mars. I
Yep.
mean, that's nutty.
Yeah. No, I mean it's crazy to think about.
That's nutty to me. I mean, the fact that people are starting to put chips in their brain, or not starting, but I mean, next 5 years could be
Oh yeah.
putting chips in their brain. AI is getting smarter. The fact that Google created that AI and it learned a language in like 3 days. I
Yeah.
think that's a little bit of
Yeah.
exaggeration, but I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right though.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I just, I don't know. You've been listening to too much Joe Rogan. I wish, man. I need more time for him. I really do. That man's got it. Some people say we have passed it because we have not seen other advanced life. That's a possibility too. Um, let's see. My Alexa went off jerk. Alexa. I'm just gonna make everybody's go off. Hey Siri. Let's see. No time. What's up, man? I quit. Why'd you quit, man? I'm working with China, so I'm good. Technically, I'm working with China. I work with Chinese kids. Dylan believes in aliens. I don't know. Could be a possibility. Guys. I mean, what do you think? What's your...
Oh yeah, I mean, I believe in aliens flat out. I mean, I don't think I'm not necessarily saying like what we envision them as, but just other forms of life, definitely.
I mean, I guess we'll go off Joe Rogan here. Do you think that aliens have visited us in the past?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, what we know as humans, I'd want to say no, but like we know so little compared to what has happened in the universe, so I have no idea. I'd probably say yes, but again, I don't know, like even talking or being able to communicate might be like much less. I mean, I don't want to say lesser because that's just rude, let's be honest, but lesser organisms. I would say, yeah, I think so.
Right. I don't know if you could talk about this, but
yeah, go for it.
Let's see. Wes said the Pentagon confirmed aliens like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I mean, I don't know anything about that actually.
Yeah. I mean, they did release files on Twitter and they were like all redacted and they were like, yeah, so these are alien sightings, whatnot. And they were like UFOs or something weird.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not in anything. So, I mean, I can talk about this. I'm in Department of Defense. So like literally against cybersecurity stuff. Not that advanced. Like I'm not on the front line stopping hackers or something like that. But that's what I do. So I actually don't know anything about like a lot of government business. But I would say personally, I think if they released anything on who released it on Twitter? Was it?
I don't know. But I think it was actually like it was a confirmed document and from the Pentagon or something like that. Is that right, Wes? Is that right? Dylan, you built like an alien, but he can be my ET. Oh my God. You kill me, man. You kill me. Oh man, this man works for the feds. He is out of this world. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. But I mean, I know that they released some more documents later on after the fact. They were talking about astral projection and meditation and what it does to the brain. They gave a description of this test subject that was able to find like this hidden military base. It was crazy.
I would personally say, I mean, this is totally like kind of conspiracy theory. Not like I'm not like pinning tacks on some.
Hey, let's get into it. Let's get into some conspiracy theories. I'm ready for it.
Personally, what I would think is if they did release anything like that, it would actually kind of be to deter you from what they actually found, to kind of throw you on a trail. Not that it's necessarily incorrect. But I don't think they're going to just like drop it like that.
Yeah, it seems so convenient for the time that they dropped it. I mean, we don't have to get into all that. But it did. You were completely right, bro. It's crazy. Let's see. DMT is good for the brain. What's trying to make this a Joe Rogan podcast, bro? Yeah, they said something about a ship not from this earth. Who's the say we haven't met an alien? Who's to say? I see what you tried to do there. This dude works for the man on my private files of vulnerable. Someone passed the DMT. We going to Pluto. Oh my goodness, Wes. This man crazy. Wait, hold on. Whoa, Chandler, I really agree with that point he makes. What point?
Could be the
point
how
that you made.
It was.
Yeah, I think so. That's some big brain stuff. Nice. We're talking security. Snowden, American hero or nah?
Yeah, Snowden.
So
you get a lot of training about him when you do like government stuff.
Okay.
They like to talk about him a lot.
Is that something we can talk about or no?
Yeah, we can talk about him. Honestly, though, I actually forget, which my security officer would be very upset to be like, don't you remember from the training? I forget exactly which one he is, but we learned a lot. when you go through training for things you're not supposed to talk about, they talk to you about all the people in the past who've had clearances and things like that and have basically been bought out by either like China or Russia and sold their data or sold some sort of information for large sums of money.
Right.
I think Snowden was the one where his wife actually kind of ratted him out. I could be wrong though.
Was she really? I had no idea.
I could be wrong. There was someone that
what a
that happened
snitch.
to. But
what
yeah.
a snitch.
Well, yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding with you. But no, for real though. Like, so I mean, like it seems as though I lost my point, guys. We're losing it here. Stuttering. Yeah, this guy has some good points. Really quick clip.
See, that wouldn't happen with Neuralink.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Neuralink would have read my brain. It would have predicted what I was going to say, and it would have just said it for me. I mean, I wouldn't have to do anything, basically. It could read chat for me, and I wouldn't have these problems.
There you go. I'm actually a Neuralink advocate. Just like,
are you really?
I'm sent to the podcast to kind of convince you to buy.
You have a Neuralink. You have a Neuralink. Here we go. All right, so I'm pulling up this clip, Crook. What is this? I would show you, but I don't want to wreck everybody's ears again. This man. Government guy is pro Neuralink. I mean, just seemed like an interesting investment. Just saying.
Yeah. I mean, so just for the record, for everyone watching, I'm usually kind of neutral. Like, I like to hear both sides. So if I'm saying I'm pro Neuralink, I mean, I gave you my opinion on it earlier, and the fact that, yeah, I would probably be interested.
Right, yeah, you don't endorse anything.
But I'm not actually like, yes, go get Neuralink.
Yeah, like, it confirmed. Sean the Bro does not endorse anything.
It's confirmed.
All it takes is one person to trap someone in a world like Sword Art Online. Ooh, have you ever watched that show?
I have not, but I know. I'm more okay. Phantasy Star Online 2, I think it's called. I know they just released a chapter that was very similar to that.
Okay.
And I've been wanting to play it, so.
Yeah, I mean, just Neuralink and where it could take you. I mean, that's another thing. Is like, could it simulate or overlay a reality over your brain?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because you could basically argue that right now, currently, your perception of life is just basically your sensory, like how you sense everything. So could Neuralink potentially override those senses and make you feel something different, or see something different, and basically you're in a different reality at that point?
I think so. And that could be both good and bad. But yeah, I think so, definitely.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking, LMO.
Your brains are pretty stupid. As funny as that is to say, but like they are, right? Right now it's talking about itself as being stupid, which I always found funny because my brain is helping me think about it. But no, seriously, right? Like they can be easily fooled, which can be good. Like Phantom Limb. People who have Phantom Limb can play VR, and usually the pain will actually go away, at least for a period of time, because they see their hand/arm like in VR. Right. So your brain's kind of dumb, honestly. So I think easily they could kind of, insert some memories or overlay something for you.
Yeah, I mean, there are tons of optical illusions that you can look up that will really just blow your mind on how easily your brain is tricked.
Right.
There's one with like a gray square, and it's 2 gray dots. Let me see if I can find it. Gray square optical illusion. This one. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Am I gonna share my screen? Should I share my screen? Yeah, I'm gonna share it to you.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, hold on. This is not gonna work out very well. So I'm gonna share the screen to chat first, and then I'll share it to you. Okay, so chat. Check this picture out. Can you see this all right? We're gonna zoom in just a little bit. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so they look like different colors, right?
Yep.
Put your finger in between, like, the middle section.
Yeah.
It's the same exact color
That's a
because
cool one.
your brain perceives the light differently. It's registering the light like as it's coming from above the picture.
Yeah.
So it tricks your brain into thinking that those are two different colors when really they're the same color.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just think that's
cool.
an interesting optical illusion.
No, those are really cool. I have a lot of fun with that stuff.
Yeah. Let's see. Dylan, there's your clip. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Give him the red pill. I want to see how far this rabbit hole goes. That's not enough time for this one. Let's see. There's your clip, Dylan. What kind of game is this? Well, where was I supposed to put my finger? Oh my gosh, Dale.